Sharma welcoming you back to the channel. In my previous video, we have learned iterative waterfall model. Now in this video, we are going to learn other software development models. We will understand the working of prototype model and spiral model. In this video, I am going to cover where prototype model can be used, working of prototype model with its advantages and disadvantages. We will also see where spiral model can be used, and we will understand the working of spiral model. So basically, as we discussed in my previous video, that these models provide different ways for developing a software. The processes will be common, like requirement analysis, designing, coding, testing, etc. But for different types of software, different ways are used to develop a software. Here, prototype model is used in developing softwares in which main focus is its look and feel. Means main focus is GUI, the softwares which look more attractive and easy to use. So prototype model provides a way for such softwares in which designing is the main concern. Prototype means a partial developed product which is not the actual product, but it can give the general idea about the software, about how it will look. So firstly, requirements will be gathered from the customer. Then after collecting all the requirements, quick designing is carried out. All the requirements are translated into design form. So it could give a customer a visual idea about the application, which is the main need here. Then by using dummy codes, that designing will be converted into executable form, that is known as prototype. So that temporarily customer could have the look and feel of the application. Then customer will review the prototype and accordingly give his or her suggestions. After customer's reviews, requirements may be changed. So again the designing will be modified and again prototype will be built. Then after again customer will review the prototype. So this cycle will be continued till the customer would satisfy. After final confirmation from the customer, actual development will be started. Means after having a clear and complete idea from the customer, actual designing, coding, testing and maintenance will be done. The advantage of the model is that the software product will be completely acceptable from customer end, because here customers' feedbacks are taken into consideration before starting the actual development. New requirements can be easily added. Main disadvantage of this model is that this way is very time consuming. It needs extra efforts and the dummy codes used to build the prototype will be then of no use, because actual implementation is done in later after customer satisfaction. The construction cost of developing the prototype is high. So this was all about prototype model. Now we will understand the next approach, which is spiral model. Spiral model is used for the larger and complex problems. The applications which are highly risky are developed using this approach. So first let us understand what risk is. Let me give some examples and explanations about risk related to software. There are multiple types of risks available for software, among which I am giving you some example. Let's understand one example of technical risk. Suppose multiple systems are connected in a network to perform a specific task. If the connection would be lost, then it could be a risk. Another example, if one technical person from a development team is left in between the development, then that could be considered as a risk. So there are several types of risk. Depends what type of system or software you're going to develop. So spiral model provides a way in which main focus is risk. This model is developed by Boehm in 1986. That's why it is also known as Boehm's model. Here you can see in the diagram like spiral with several loops. After each loop, a prototype is built. You can see here after each iteration, prototype 1, prototype 2, prototype 3 and so on mentioned here. The loop is split in 4 quadrants. Different activities are performed in all 4 quadrants. First quadrant is determine object. So firstly, all the requirements are gathered and analyzed here, whether it is a functional requirement or a non-functional one. Functional requirements means the features or functionalities, and non-functional requirements means its performance, quality, etc. All these objectives are analyzed. Then in second quadrant, which is identify and resolve risk. Risks are identified after the analysis of all the objectives. Those risks are resolved first. As I explained earlier that if risks are there, then first task is to solve the risk or to have plans to manage the risk at current time. Then after, other processes is carried out. As here mentioned in the third quadrant, which is developed next level product. In this, the development of a software product will be started, means designing, coding and testing will be done. Then fourth quadrant is review and planning, in which customer will evaluate the developed product, which is a prototype actually. After evaluation, customer will give feedback and accordingly changes will be made in objectives. So again, risks will be identified and resolved and further development will be done. So this cycle will be continued till customer satisfaction. After each iteration, more complete version of software will be built. At the end, all the risks would be resolved and software would be ready to use. Spiral model consists of all the other models as it performs all the development steps from iterative waterfall model. It builds prototypes after each iteration as prototype model, and it develops the product in increments after customers reviews as incremental model. That's why it is also known as meta model. So here are some important questions related to the concept we learned in today's video. What is prototype? Where prototype model can be used? What is another name of spiral model? Where spiral model can be used? And why spiral model is also known as meta model? I hope you understood well both the concepts described in the video. If you have any query regarding video, you can comment us. If you like the video, please like and share and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon with my next video. Till then, stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.